I would strongly, strongly encourage any teenager, anyone, but especially teenagers, to go on any sort of missions trip to any country that they can. I think it's so beneficial, especially for a teenager in those years. We're so impressionable, and it's just, we're growing so much, and I think that having that exposure to seeing everything else that's out there in the world and seeing people that are, less fortunate, it can be such an eye-opener, and I would really recommend it for anyone.
Journey with the Eyes Wide Open TV hosts, adventurer Chuck Holton and youth evangelist Acton Bowen, and a cast of unsuspecting teenagers as they live, work, and play in a third world country. Chuck Holton is a best-selling author, international media reporter, photographer and producer, adventurer, businessman, and most importantly, a husband and father of 5 children. Chuck served in the U.S. Army as a Ranger in the elite 75th Ranger Regiment. Chuck has experience in countries such as Burma, now Myanmar, Iraq, Afghanistan, Africa, Central and South America, Lebanon, Eastern Europe, Mexico, just to name a few. Best-selling author Acton Bowen is a youth evangelist who has preached to over 300,000 youth in 2012. He was named chaplain to the athletes of the 2012 Olympic Games in London. He has served as a youth minister to churches and is currently on staff at Christ City Church in Birmingham, Alabama. Acton is a regular visiting commentator on Fox News.
When Ralph first came to me with the idea for Eyes Wide Open Television, I was completely captivated by the idea. As someone who was a youth pastor for 10 years, serving in the local church, and also as someone who has traveled the country, 37 states in the U.S. and 3 countries in the last 2 years, serving hundreds of thousands of students, I've seen firsthand, number one, a generation that doesn't know what it means to serve others. But also, too, I've had the privilege of seeing students step out of their comfort zone, go into a foreign mission field, serve other people, and have their lives completely changed in the process. Without fail, every time I've taken students out of the U.S. to serve people in a third world country, their lives have been forever changed. Eyes Wide Open Television and these trips will forever change every student involved in a positive way. And I feel privileged to be a part of it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with it. I truly expect Eyes Wide Open not only to affect everyone who is involved in a positive way, but everyone who chooses to watch it and take the journey with us. I believe it will change their life in a profound and irreversible way.
When I got home from Togo, it was hard. It was, I missed Togo a lot. I thought about him every minute. I still do to this day, and it's been almost a year since I went. And I just cried all the time. Anything made me cry. I'd be in the shower and I'd be crying. I'd be cooking breakfast and be crying.
The thing that most surprised me being over there was probably how absolutely remote it was. Like, I've been other places in Asia, third world countries, but they have they have a few fast food places and kind of a little more modern technology, but where we went, it was just so remote. Like, there was nothing. There was huts and mud and grass and plains, and it was exactly what you picture Africa like in your mind. I think the thing that most changed my lifestyle since I've been back from Africa is I've realized how big the world is. Before I went there, Africa was always like this faraway place, and I couldn't ever really picture it or put a face to it. But since I've been back, I've just realized how big the world is, and there's so much more than me, and I'm just such a small part of such a big place.
Chuck and Acton will be accompanied by a team of support people, including psychologists, medical personnel, and a show crew in such varied locations as Panama, Haiti, Ethiopia, Togo, Niger, Romania, Myanmar, Cambodia, and other third world countries. How important is a television program like Eyes Wide Open TV? Teens are affected by the television they watch. The Girl Scouts determine attitude shifts in girls 11 through 17 who regularly watch reality television shows, especially in their relationship with other girls. Viewers of Jersey Shore, Mean Girls, and other similar shows were more likely to agree with the statement, "It's hard for me to trust other girls." The same was true with "It's in a girl's nature to be catty and competitive with another girl." In relationships, watchers were more likely to admit they were happier only when they have a boyfriend. Concerning self-image, the current crop of reality shows have a negative effect on watchers. Watchers spend substantially more time being concerned about their appearance. More watchers think a girl's value is based on her looks, and almost twice as many watchers admit they would rather be recognized for their outer beauty than their inner beauty. More watchers believe you have to lie and be mean to get what you want. On the positive side, reality shows inspire conversations with parents. Eyes Wide Open TV. Finally, a reality show that shows the positive side of teens. Eyes Wide Open TV. The real reality show.